Welcome back. So this is some exposition on what's going on, and I keep saying this, but I promise this is the last time I explain myself. But anyways, here's what's going on. I realized the only reason why I started making videos is because I was trapped in my house during the winter days, and it just feels like as soon as that bad weather was over, I'm back to going outside. It's kind of like their friend. But now that I'm trapped in here again because cold weather, I'm gonna focus more on this little channel here, and I'm gonna do less explaining and more just doing. Just gonna go straight to it. Whatever the intuition says, that's what I'm gonna do. Any strike of intuition, I'm just gonna go ahead. As you can see, things aren't exactly organized right now, but trust me, this is a lot more organized than they used to be. But yeah. This is a rare look at my little setup. Got the computer, ashtray, cigs. What more do you need? Set your standards low. Brought to you in part by. So I figure, my phone's running out of space, always overheating, and I'm not gonna bother to get a new phone anytime soon. So it's just better to do these things live instead of wasting all that space and waiting for it to upload. If people want to come and troll, that's actually kind of cool because, where the trolls go, that's where the goodness goes. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like the more shittier things get, the better they are to be. So yeah, some ideas that never got off the road, and I have a clearer idea of how I'm gonna get them off the road. And I was really biding my time waiting for myself to put some finesse into this channel, but who needs finesse? That will come in time. The most important thing is to keep grinding and keep doing whatever it is that this is. But eventually we'll find out exactly what it is. So let me tell you about this dude, Frankie. He has this awesome thing going on called Frankie Lee TV. I'm gonna help with his little side project. I really don't know where it's gonna go, and I think we more or less have the same idea of what it is. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna put my random ramblings on this channel, and anything that has any sort of artistic value probably float to his TV channel or whatever the hell, what have you. But yeah, just talking some shit, Oh, there goes my cherry. But yeah, I'm hoping to do some skits this winter. Get some parodies down, or just some weird shit. Just make some art. And art's pretty vague. Just entails a lot of shit. I want to get some ideas off the road. But I feel like it's just make art, and people try to decipher what that art is. Sometimes it could figure out more about yourself than you intended when you made the art piece in the first place. Like people dissect Stanley Kubrick and George Lucas, and I think part of the genius is that they use all these archetypes and age-old ideas, and they mean many things at once. So when these people come and do these movie analysis, of all sorts of different kinds of media, books, video games, etc., what have you, they discover something that the artist didn't intend to put in there. But if the artist explains himself beforehand, he can't take credit for those findings. So that's kind of why I don't want to explain anything either. If you find something cool that speaks to you, I don't want people to know for sure if it was intended or not. I think that's what makes art really funny. It's the not knowing that makes comedy. When a character knows that it's funny, or a character knows the joke, it's usually not funny. It's the characters that are not in the know that make something hilarious. Now I don't know what kind of channel it's gonna be. I don't know if I'm a blog, a truth, or just a crazy asshole, rambling. But I think I'm a little bit of all those. So Yeah, I really don't know where I was going in the first place. But the moral is, I'm in the position where I have no choice but to keep going. You know, I have no choice but to keep going because it's freaking cold out. There's nothing to do anymore. All I gotta do is just keep working on this channel while the time passes. And I have a lot of cool shit in store for you guys. I'll warn you ahead of time. Give you fair warning. This will probably be the last time you hear me all level-headed. You're gonna see a lot of goofy shit. Well, you'll hear me, talking about news and current events and stuff, but you know, when it comes to like anything that has to do with self-expression or just some artsy fartsy shit, it's gonna be off the wall. And I learned something from Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead at the time when it came out was very crude. It doesn't matter how crappy it is, as long as the message is good, as long as the comedy is there. It could be drawn in anything. It could be out of cardboard. It could be sticks and stones. It could be scrapbook paper. And I think that's where I can have some freedom. I'm no longer bound by technology. As long as I could just get the shit onto the fucking phone and onto YouTube, live stream it, it'll be good. And even better, if I live stream it, any mistakes, they'll be immortalized, unless I delete the goddamn thing. But they'll be immortalized, and mistakes are funny. Mistakes are good, actually. Sometimes you could find something in a mistake that actually, I don't know where I'm going with this. Mistakes could lead you to places, and sometimes a mistake makes something better. It's hard to explain. You know what I'm talking about, guys. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So, more off-the-cuff shit, more ranting, more rambling, more crazy shit. You say something reasonable, people, they hear you. If you say something crazy, people will fucking listen. People will fucking listen. So yeah, I came to accept that this channel may never go nowhere. And that's okay. And that's what I have to come to terms with, because it shouldn't be about trying to be a success on YouTube or anything. It's just all about having an outlet to put my thoughts. I don't have a journal, and I say everything's stored in my head, but how long does that really last? I don't put a lot of ideas on paper, and sometimes, they start to dwindle away with time. So I guess this is kind of a log of my ideas. Check it out, Tron. I was looking for this song, Bishop of Battle. This is a lot better, though. So yeah, this is my fucking janky ass living quarters right now. Got my books here, some books here, got some crayons, got all sorts of shit. Gotta organize this. But yeah. How long have we been? 9 minutes? I think enough. Xavier Renegade Angel goes on for 11 minutes. This is not nearly as entertaining as Xavier Renegade Angel. So, a quick update. I'm still alive. Working on the channel. I have to work on the channel because I got really nothing else to do right now aside from work. Yeah. I got a lot of work ahead of me. Got to work on these drawings. I still have them storyboarded. I still have the storyboards. It just didn't put on paper. I don't know what stopped me. I have no idea why the fuck I'm this lazy. I have no clue, but I'm getting to the bottom of it. I'm going to churn these out. I'm going to churn it like butter. Now, one of the main things is that, I was kind of worried about using music, like licensed music. And I was going to put in my own tracks, but now I kind of don't give a fuck. I don't know, either I'll just make my tracks on a shitty keyboard, or I'll just find some stock music. But one way or another, I'm going to get these ideas on paper. I think the less I work on it, the better it will be. Seinfeld, that show Seinfeld, they put in hundreds of hours of revision, changing little subtle things, making it as, the best they can. But, I'd like to see what inspiration gives, I'd like to see what comes out through coincidence, through this creative, effort. Because I don't want to put a stranglehold on coincidence, if that makes sense. I don't want to put a stranglehold on free flowing thought. Free flowing thought. You know, it has to come from source and stay unedited. And all the mistakes were meant to be there, and that goes for everything. You know, every mistake you made in life, if you didn't make those mistakes, you wouldn't be the person you are now. And it could be in a bad way too. But I mean, as long as you're always pushing forward, every single mistake is actually a success. Because if you learn from your mistakes, then you got some value out of that mistake. You see, when you have a mistake, it's like you lose something, or you lost at something, you missed your mark. But if you are moving forward and you can learn from those mistakes, you're gaining knowledge, you're actually getting something. And yeah, I'm gonna put less effort, but more diligence. If that makes sense. I'm just gonna be at it more with less finesse. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, we're on 11 minutes. I'm gonna cut it short. I'm gonna start working on some shit. Actually, I have a really good idea. I don't know if I'll get it done tonight, but I have a really good one. I just had an inspiration today for this weird ass song. Some weird fucking song. And I don't know where it came from, but now I have like this it's like holding in piss. I have like this anxiety, this bubbling feeling that I gotta get it out before I forget. Because of how dumb it is. It's just like so ingeniously dumb. You'll see. Alright, so no more explaining. This is the last exposition. Everything else is gonna be free flowing, off the cuff, fucking maniacal madness, weird shit. And you know, I'm just gonna wing it. We'll see where this goes from here. Alright, you guys have a good night, good morning, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you next time. Alright.